Hey, this is by Felton, and I'm Felton. And I received a question from a viewer and wanted to know when is the best time, or is there a best time to do the cardiovascular activity? And the answer to that question is yes, there is an optimal time to do your cardiovascular activity. And that time is first thing in the morning after you wake up. After you get a cup of coffee first, and then you go down to your in your home in your treadmill, or go to a gym, or wherever you do your cardiovascular activity. The best time to pursue cardiovascular activity for weight loss is first thing in the morning. And the reason being is because that's when your insulin level has bottomed out. That's when your insulin level has flat lined pretty much. And the hormone or the fat cell releasing enzyme is fully active first thing in the morning, and the fat storing enzyme is at its most dormant. And so first thing in the morning, when your hormones to burn more fat is at its highest, and the hormones that store fat is at its lowest. The second reason the best time is early in the morning is that's when your growth hormones are have at its overnight high. I mean, it's at the highest point because during the night is when the growth hormones start to doing their job, and what they do is help you to grow more muscle and in turn burn more fat. So first thing in the morning is when you want to find yourself doing the cardiovascular activity. If you eat any food before your cardiovascular activity, then what you have pretty much done is you added glucose into your bloodstream, and now the body has to burn off the glucose in the bloodstream before it even gets to your fat. So you want to do it first thing in the morning when the glucose level in the bloodstream is really low. The hormone to enzyme is to help you burn fat is at the highest, and the hormone enzyme to say or preserve fat in the cells are the most dormant. So you want to do it. That's when you want to do your cardiovascular activity, when there's little to no glucose in the bloodstream. And in the first 15 minutes, if there is any residue of glucose from the feeding from the night before, during that time is when it burns off that glucose. And then it goes right into fat burning cells, the fat cells, to help you get the energy to continue your exercise. Several other things you have to consider too is that the time duration of your cardiovascular activity. You don't want to go over an hour. 30 minutes is great for a lot of people, and most people like to do it 45 minutes. Well, I like to do it for 30 minutes, especially right now. And I do my cardio every day, so I do 30 minutes every day. And then and I make sure my diet is at the point where I have just enough glucose in my bloodstream the next morning to make sure that the 30 minutes is sufficient enough for me to burn body fat. The reason why you don't want to go over an hour is because then you start tapping into muscle fiber. And remember, we want to preserve muscle but burn fat. So is there a best time to do cardio? Yes, there is. First thing in the morning on an empty stomach, maybe just a little coffee, because the insulin level has bottomed down and your GH hormone is at its highest and it's still trying to burn body fat. You don't want to go over an hour because you start then burning up muscle. So I hope that information helps you out there. And remember, make a comment, give me a comment, and then of course, if there are any other questions that you may have in the area of fitness and nutrition, give me a drop me a line down there, and let me try to get some help to you. And we'll keep you educated on how to become more fit and become more in shape like our desires are. Okay? You have a wonderful day. Bye.